Female psychology, what women really want. Today you will learn one of the most important principles in the realm of social dynamics that is crucial to attract and keep the right woman. We as human beings only value what we invest in. If you don't create space for her to invest in you, she will lose respect for you. Let me give you an example. Every person in your life that you're excited to meet, man or woman, you have had to put some type of effort in. You had to have some sort of skin in the game in order to get to the point where you are now, where you feel excited about meeting them. The people where you didn't have to do anything, they just kind of want to meet you. Maybe they're a little bit too excited to come and hang out with you. Could be a male friend, could be a colleague. You almost take them for granted. Interesting, right? And now put yourself in the position of an attractive woman who gets invites on Tinder, on Instagram, on dating apps, other dating apps, pardon me, in person every single day. Who is she supposed to feel excited about? You get upset that, she lost interest in me. Have you ever put yourself in her position? She has so many options to choose from. And it is, unfortunately or fortunately, a fact of life that you have to create a space for her to invest in you. And I'll tell you how to do that practically in a couple of minutes. For her to feel excited about you. We only value what we invest in. I've tried to help so many of my friends for free over the years because I've just known them. And very, very few have actually taken action, put the teachings that I charge a lot of money for in my coaching program, and gotten an amazing girlfriend or a really cool dating life temporarily. Very few have actually done it. I've given them my entire training platform, 15 hours, highly structured curriculums, for free. Do you think they put it into practice? No, because why? They didn't have to pay for it. This is not a sales pitch right now. This is just a real example. You could use that from your own life. If you have an expertise in medicine or in law or in finance or in business, whatever your area of expertise is, or in fitness, you've tried to help some people for free and they didn't really value it, right? Why? Because they didn't have to do anything to receive that information. So now, how can you use that principle to get her excited about you? Well, first of all, you can't overinvest, because if you're chasing her too much, that'll turn her off. So don't overinvest. Now, what does creating space for her to invest in you actually mean? Well, it could mean that you take a little bit more time to respond. And that doesn't mean playing games, genuinely, but be realistically available. Maybe sometimes you send her a text message without a question, just a statement, to then create space for her to make a move. Investment can mean sending a text from her side. It can mean doing a favor for you. It can mean having intimacy. It can mean her getting you an ice cream. It can mean any type of micro or macro effort, if you will, into you or into seeing you. So, for example, on a dating app, sometimes you should come back with a question. Oftentimes you should. But sometimes, if the message you send is so good, then you just want to send a message and let her come back. Now, it really depends on the nuance here, and the devil is in the detail, but that is an example. Another example is she wants to meet you on Thursday, and you've already offered, hey, this week I can only do Tuesday and Friday. And then she goes, yeah, what about Saturday? If you then say, well, I really can't, and she then changes her plans to meet with you, that's an investment. Or you say, let's meet at bar XYZ for drinks. She goes, well, how about we meet here because it's closer to her? And you then say the following message. How about next time we go to your bar and this time we go here? Smiley emoji. If she then says yes, that's an investment. You get me? Another example. If you set a boundary because she does something you don't like her to do. I remember, this is a very silly example, but many years ago, I was with a girl in a burrito shop after a night out that I met during the night out. And before we went home together, I'm sitting there with her in the burrito place and a friend of mine and her friends. And she asks if she can have something. 'cause sure, sharing is caring. My mother raised me well, so I love to share. And then she takes a little bit of chicken and she just threw it back. Now you might say, how dare she behave like that? And I agree, it's not appropriate. But people on a night out are silly. It wasn't even that she was drunk, that's not it. But when you're in this night out mode, when you're silly, everybody becomes a little bit more silly than usual. So I wouldn't even judge her for that. Now, you might say, I would never do that. In fairness, I wouldn't either. But it's very easy to judge somebody from the outside. So don't judge too quickly. Now, I thought it wasn't cool. So I said, I was all jokey and fun and playful. I said, please don't ever do that again. And I got very serious. I said, no, I'm serious. Please don't do that again. That's not okay. And then she said, I'm sorry. And her vibe changed. Beforehand, she was a little bit provocative, teasy, and then her entire mannerisms changed and said, oh, that's a guy that I can't do this with. And it's an unfortunate fact of life that a lot of us, as human beings, have two groups of people in our minds. Guys that, or men or women that we can cross boundaries with, and others that we can't cross boundaries with. I don't have that, but a lot of people do think like that. And if she then realizes, oh, you're the type of man with whom she can't do that, she respects you a lot more, and attraction goes up tremendously. So those are a couple of very practical examples. This goes a lot deeper, but these are a couple of very practical examples of how you can create space for her to invest in you. It's very, very important. If you don't do this, she will lose interest in you. She will get a wandering eye. She'll stop respecting you. And, by the way, this goes further than the immediate realm of dating and relationships. This is true in all areas. In your work, that's true. In your business, in relationships with men. As I alluded to in the beginning, there are some men that you're not that excited to hang out with, and others you're really excited to hang out with. Whenever you had to put something on the line, whenever you had to invest something, time, emotion, effort, money to get something, you value it so much more. Now, the more we put in, the more effort, time, money, emotion we put into something, the more we value it. And again, this is not a manipulative tactic. I'm not a fan of playing games or manipulating people at all. But it is a very real fact of life. So create opportunities for her to invest in you, and she'll value and respect you so much more. And if you're a man with a successful career or your own business and you'd like me to help you personally find the right girlfriend or wife, click the link below and apply for a free initial consultation. Looking forward to speaking with you soon. Take care.